This is Simon from just lecture to the computer science is a college of art and science Cuddalore. Today we are going to see the data analytics and the topic is introduction to big data. So we are going to cover about the topics of introduction to big data, types of big data analytics, applications of big data. So in turn, what is data? Data is nothing but information about a person, a company, or any information is termed to be as data. But in computer science, the quantities, characters, or symbols on which operations are performed by a computer. It may be stored and transmitted in the form of electric signals and recorded on magnetic, optical, or mechanical recording media is termed to be as data. So data is nothing but information about. So what is big data? Big data is also a data, but with a huge size. So big data is termed to be used to describe a collection of data that is huge in volume, yet growing exponentially with time. So data which is huge and growing exponentially in time is termed to be big data. In short, such data is so large and complex that none of the traditional data management tools such as DBMS or TBMS or SQL are able to store it or process it efficiently. So extremely large data sets that may be analyzed computationally to reveal patterns, trends, and associations, especially relating to human behavior and interactions, are known as big data. So, examples of big data can be termed as the New York Stock Exchange generates about 1 TB of new trade data per day. Per day, 1 TB of data is generated. Then it is termed to be big data. This the TD starts to analyze the trade. So, another thing, social media. The statistics shows that 500 TB of new data ingested into database of social media sites like Facebook every day. Every day Facebook is ingesting 500 TB of data every day. This data is mainly generated in terms of photos, videos, uploads, message exchanges, putting comments, etc. So you can getting in airways or getting in aeroplane can generate 10 TB of data in just 30 minutes of flight time. Once the flight takes off, in just 30 minutes, it generates 10 TB of data around and in and around the aeroplane. So with many thousand flights per day, generation of data reaches up to petabytes TB of data. The taxes can be defined as the 4 V's. For how can we declare data as a big data? It can be characterized by the 4 terms. Volume. So volume means how much data is generated. Nowadays, organizations or human beings or systems are getting very vast amount of data, say terabytes of data, petabytes of data, or even to exabytes of data and more. So if the data is in a big volume system, it can be categorized as a big data. Then velocity. Velocity means how fast data is produced. Nowadays, organizations or human beings or systems generating huge amounts of data at very fast rate. This we have seen an example. A New York Stock Exchange generates 1 TB of data per day. So for a month, it provides about 30 TB of data, and it's going exponentially with the time. Term to be velocity. Then variety. The different forms of data coming to only not a simpler format, just like tables or nothing. So it can be as music. It can be data can be comments, trends, videos, audio, uploads, anything. So variety of data can be generated. Then the data can be termed as characterized as a big data. Veracity. Veracity means the quality, correctness, or accuracy of captured data. So whatever data we are capturing or acquiring is to be correct. So that is termed to be as veracity. Out of the 4 V's, we have seen about volume, velocity, variety. This V is most important. V for big data solutions, because the data collected should be in a correctness or an accuracy data. The data should give correct business values. So that is called as veracity. So types of digital data or big data. So data can be structured data, unstructured data, or semi-structured data. Any data that can be stored, accessed, and processed in the form of fixed format is termed as structured data. Over a period of time, talent in computer science has achieved greater success in developing techniques for working with such kind of data, where the format is well known in advance and also the range value of appropriate. We can take an example of the RUBAN-ECS. If you want to get information about a college, there will be a database which contains all the students' records, all the staff records, all the non-teaching records, all the activities that is going on inside the colleges. So all can be stored and processed in a earlier advanced. We can know that in advance. However, nowadays we are focusing issues when such size of data grows to a huge extent. Typical sizes are being in the range of multiple petabytes. So the data ranges from GB to MB to GB, but if the data comes in petabytes, it is impossible to store in the structured form of data. So this is an example of structured data which is in a tabular format. We can store the data in the tabular format. Unstructured data. Any data with unknown form or the structure is classified as unstructured data. In addition to the size being huge, unstructured data poses multiple challenges in terms of its processing for deriving value out of it. So a typical example of unstructured data is a heterogeneous data source containing a combination of simple text files, images, videos, etc. So nowadays organization of data available with them, but unfortunately they don't know how to derive value out of it, since data is in raw form or unstructured format. So example of unstructured data is the output returned by Google search. It contains images, it contains numbers, it contains websites. So everything is displayed in one format. It cannot be structured in. That is shown by unstructured data. So semi-structured data is nothing. The semi-structured data can contain both the forms of data. We can see semi-structured data as a structured in form, but it is actually not defined with a table definition in a relational database. The example of semi-structured data represented in XML file. So where you can use XML files, it can be termed as semi-structured, partly structured, partly unstructured. So personal data stored in XML file by this. So record, name, restaurant crowd, such as this. This is in a structured, but it's not an unstructured format. So big data analytics. How can we analyze the big data? So big data analysis is the process of collecting, organizing and analyzing large sets of data, discover patterns or other useful information. So you can post this posted in Instagram. So this post, how this post, reviews from the post can be analyzed. Big data analysis can help organizations to better understand the information contained within the data, and will also help identify the data that is most important to the business and future business decisions. Analysts working with big data typically want the knowledge comes from analyzing the data. So high performance analysis is required. To analyze such a large volume of data, big data analysis is typically performed using specialization software, tools and applications for predictive analytics, data mining, text mining, forecasting and data optimization. So using these big data tools and software, it enables an organization to process extremely large volumes of data, the business collected to determine which data is relevant and can be analyzed to derive better business decisions in the future. So challenges faced by the big data are, for most organizations, big data analysis is a big challenge. Consider the share of volume of data and the different formats of the data, both unstructured and structured data that is collected across the entire organization, and maybe different ways types of data can be combined. So it can be as a multi-source data, contrast and analyze to find patterns and other useful business information. The first challenge is breaking down the data silos to access all data and analyze source in different places and operate in different systems. So a huge volume of data cannot be stored in a single system. So it can be stored in a cloud structure or in a different system across the globe. So we have to collect the information from all the systems, and we have to take a prediction or decision based on the company's features. The second challenge is creating platforms that can pull in unstructured data such as easily as structured data. This massive volume of data is typically so large that it's difficult to process using traditional database and software methods. So that we are using now, we are using SQL, RDBMS, and these are used for analyzing the data which we are collecting. But for analyzing big data analysis, we need a different approach. So how big data analysis is used today? As the technology helps an organization to break down silos and analyze data, improves business can be transformed in all sorts of ways. Another example comes from one of the biggest mobile carriers in the world. France Origin launched its data for development project by releasing service data for customers in the Ivory Coast. The 2.4 billion records which were made anonymous included details on calls and text messages exchanged between 5 million users. So resources access the data and sent orange proposal for how the data could serve as the foundation for development projects to improve the public health and safety. So proposed projects include one, it showed up how to improve public safety by tracking cell phone data to map where people went after emergencies. Another showed how to use cellular data for disease containment. So these are the sources for the big data analytics. So coming to big benefits of big data analytics or advantage of big data analytics. Enterprises increasingly looking to find actionable insights into their data. Suppose a Facebook company wants to know people, subscribers are people watching which type of information they are searching on their Facebook. So they want to know the information. So enterprises are increasingly looking to find actionable insights into their data. The right big data analytics platforms in place, an enterprise can boost sales, increase efficiency, and improve operations, customer service, and risk management. Reportia parent company Start surveyed 540 enterprise decision marketers involved in big data purchase to learn which big business areas companies plan to use big data analytics to improve operations. So this analyzes which companies are using the big data analytics for their decision making purpose. The business are getting the most attention related to increasing efficiency and optimizing operations. 62% of respondents said that they use big data analytics to improve speed and reduce complexity. Some of the applications of big data. So it is used in healthcare, travel, education, telecom industry, e-commerce, media and entertainment, and retail stores. So let's see about in big data and retail. The retail industry is one the one that faces the most fierce competition of all. Retailers constantly hunt for wares that will give them a competitive edge over others. The customers are the real key. Sounds legit for the retail industry in particular. So through advanced analysis of these customers' data, retailers are now able to understand them from every angle possible. They gather this data from various sources such as social media, loyalty programs, etc. So data in healthcare. Big data and healthcare are an ideal match. It complements the healthcare industry better than anything ever will. The amount of data that the healthcare industry has to deal with is unimaginable. So big data and analytics have given them the license to build more personalized medications. Data analysts are asking this data to develop more and more effective treatments, identifying unusual patterns of certain medicines to discover ways for developing more economical solutions is a common practice these days. So big data industries, how big data helps to speed the treatment process. Big data in healthcare. Smart wearable watches can be used for gradually gained popularity. The latest trends among the people of all age groups. This generates massive amount of real-time data in the form of alerts, which helps in saving the lives of the people. Big data in education. When you ask people about the use of data that the education institution gathers, the majority of the people will have the same answer that the institute or the student might need it for future reference. Even we had the same question about this data, but the fact is this data holds enormous importance. Some of the top universities are using this big data as a tool to renovate their academic curriculum. Universities can even track the dropout rates of the students and are taking the required measures to reduce this data as much as possible. Big data in e-commerce. We know of sites like Flipkart, Amazon, Snapdeal. So these generate large amounts of data. So this data, one of the best solutions is generation of CNC, one of the e-commerce. Some of the biggest e-commerce companies like Amazon, Flipkart, Albi and more now are known to big data analytics. Is itself an evidence of the level of popularity big data has gained in recent times. So Flipkart used big data to have one of the most robust data platforms. So it analyzes reviews, buying patterns of the users, 360 view of this customer. So big data is used in the e-commerce service. So big data in media and entertainment. Media and entertainment industry is all about art and employing big data. Make a shared piece of art. So art and science are often considered to be the two completely contrasting domains, but when employed together, they do make a really view on big data endeavors in medical, media and industry are a perfect example of this. So viewers these days need content according to their choices only. So you know about Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Hotstar. So if you want to see a movie, so you can rent a movie and you can see the movie. Suppose some majority of people are wishing to watch a movie, then the movie can be displayed in the Netflix now. So this type of analysis is done using in the media and the entertainment. So in the finance department, Digital banking and payments are the two most trending buzzwords surrounding big data and has been the heart of it. We know GPay, PhonePe, and other payment options are one of the major payment options in India. So it generates generous amount of data. So this has got much needed fluency in their systems. They are now empowered to focus more on providing better services to their customers rather than focusing on security issues. Big data has now enhanced the financial system with answers to its hardest of the challenges. So in travel industry, how big data is in place. Though big data and analytics travel companies are now able to offer more customized traveling experience, they are now able to understand their customers' requirements in a much enhanced way by reviewing their feedback received from the tourist also. From providing them with the best offers to be able to make suggestions in real time, big data is certainly a perfect guide for any traveler. Big data is gradually taking the window seat in the travel industry. Big data in telecom industry. Big data like other industries available to telecom industry to understand its customers pretty well. Telecom industries now provide customers with offers as customized as possible. Big data has been behind the data revolution we are actually experiencing. Telecom companies just need to know how to dig it properly. Big data analytics companies are able to provide the customers with smooth connectivity, thus eradicating all the network barriers that the customers have to deal with. So big data in automobiles, automobile industry. A business like an automobile has to be driven in order to get results. The automobile industry is on a roll and big data is in its wheels. Or I may say, big data has given wings to it. Big data has helped the automobile industry to achieve things which are beyond our imaginations. From analyzing the trends to understanding the supply chain management, big data is well and truly driving the automobile industry crazy. Thank you for this.